WHITECAP is the first product that we're going to be offering, and this was a collaboration product. So when we got serious about this and we started looking at the equipment that we wanted to order for this facility, we contacted a company in Missouri called Affordable Distillery Equipment. He suggested that we go and visit a distillery in Royal Retreat, Virginia, who's using his equipment. We went down there. We stayed there for 2 days. We spent time with the distiller, the owner, in the facility, and honestly hit it off with them. I felt like we became friends with them very early, and looked at the equipment. We were very satisfied with it. And somewhere in that trip, I think I was on the way back, we kind of had an aha moment because we had visited another distillery on the way there, which was A. Smith Bowman, who we were able to buy their used bourbon barrels. So the bourbon barrels that just came offline, so they aged for 2 years. Those barrels come offline. They're still wet, which means that they haven't dried out, and while they're wet, you can refill them. So we managed to strike a deal where we could purchase those barrels right as they came offline and possibly refill them with something else. We weren't sure with what yet. After speaking with the distillery in Royal Retreat, which is Davis Valley Distillery, we decided that, hey, maybe they can make a product for us based on our recipe, using the equipment that we're going to use, so we would have something to launch with. And we could take these A. Smith Bowman barrels, these bourbon barrels, have that product put in those barrels, and that would be our first kind of handshake to the city. So that's what we did. Davis Valley made an incredible corn whiskey for us, put it in those barrels, and then we also had them, to our spec, create a rye wheat whiskey as well that we're going to use to blend the corn with to make almost a bourbon style whiskey, which will be our WHITECAP whiskey. WHITECAP referring to the whitecaps of the Atlantic City shore and the whitecaps of the Appalachian Mountains.
And it truly is, without even marketing in that direction, I mean, it is a farm-to-table product. I mean, this is the most picturesque distillery that I've been to that has absolutely, no reputation in the industry as far as kind of being a destination, but it is just God's country. And they have, I think, 150 acres of corn production, which they produce, they mill, and they distill and put in barrel for us. And like Eric said, it's a great product, and it kind of really speaks to sort of what the industry is right now. I mean, where for years and years and years, it's just kind of consolidated and consolidated and consolidated. You have these very big kind of washed out national brands and product offerings that just are under continual price pressure to increase and kind of moving to the premium space. They produce something which is as authentic as you're ever going to find, and like a beautiful environment, and they just, their hearts are into it, and so are ours. So it's been a great collaboration, and we just spent some time with them this week, and we'll probably continue to do so, and it'll probably hopefully be a bilateral relationship where we're also giving them, our rum product for them to also add to their offerings.